Okay. All right. So let's see if I made the wrong decision trusting the bulls. All right. We're off to the races. All right. We are off to the races. Let's see what happens here. Hmm. So my prediction for today is that I believe that we initially will get a pump. I'm thinking that the market wants to get up into this area up here. This is where I believe the market wants to go. Once we get close to this 525, 530-ish level, I think that's when we're going to start to see the bears really come into this. But we will see. I don't think we get the initial dump. I think we get the pump and then the dump. Or at least right now, that's my bias, and now it's my hope since I've committed to the trade. SPY is just looking so bullish right now. That's why I don't believe that the market is ready to dump yet, because of how SPY looks. That thing looked bullish as hell. So, I mean, only the 15-minute or the 1 hour is only showing a few bearishness, but the 15-minute, the daily, and the weekly are all long. So, I think we get a pump first. With how aggressive these bulls have been lately, I think that we definitely get that pump first. The ES has been basically trending the entire day as well. So I'm thinking that it's going to probably get around that 628, 630 level, and then we'll see that drop. But probably not before that. Probably not before. Okay.
Arch your back, make it clap.
Okay. Nice. Okay. All right. Let's see. We just need to break above this level. Once we find support above it, this position is too good. Okay, so let's look at the volume today so we can kind of get an idea of what we're dealing with. Yeah, we don't got that much volume in the market right now. So we all know that low volume equals pump. Low volume, pump, and a lot of chop. but mostly pump. So mm. And then we got the consumer confidence at 9 o'clock. We got the consumer confidence at 9 o'clock. So we need to keep a watch out for that. That's definitely going to be important. That's definitely going to be important. Mm, mm. It looks like they're trying to sell it here. Looks like they're trying to, but I don't think they're going to be successful. But the bears are trying to sell it here at this neckline. They're trying to sell it, but the way that everything is sloping up right now, I don't think that. Yep, there it goes. I don't think they're going to be successful, but they are trying here. So once we get those stops ran, we should see a move to the upside. We should see that. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. What I have to do actually, because this is my funded account, I have to take majority of this off. I'll leave one to run though. Okay. So I'll just let that get hit. And all right. So I'm gonna leave one to run. I'll leave one to run. Put this in break even and profits for the day, guys and gals. Profit for the day, man. Closed up, and I'm gonna end up the I'm into the week green, super green this week. I kept my promise. I'm so happy with myself that I didn't revenge trade on my account yesterday because we all saw what the hell happened. We saw what happened. Uh, if I revenge traded in my account yesterday, I wouldn't have had this account, and I'm glad that I just took that deep breath and walked away from my chart and just came back at the end of the day because I would have got caught. I had a bad day yesterday where I was calling things out and I was missing every move, and I just wasn't in tune with the charts yesterday. So I was revenge trading in my option account. I will say that. I did have to. I mean, it was. I'm not. I spent $15, but I had to close that out for a 50% loss yesterday because as I looked at the charts, I was like, man, this shit is not going to. It's not going to do what I want it to do. It's not going to do it. So I had to close the position at a 50% loss. I'm just glad I didn't come into my funded account and do that. I mean, that's the only thing that I'm happy about. I'm glad with this move right here. Initially, I thought about shorting this thing. I actually did go short in the sim last night, thinking that if this doesn't short overnight, then I know what to do during the because this is, let me see. So yeah, I went short at this break, and I just left it on overnight. When I woke up and saw that it bounced right here, or no, my bad, where it bounced right here, and I was like, well, I don't think we're going to go short because if the Bears were going to short this, they would have done it already. So that kind of gave me the confidence to stay to go long this morning. And then plus, regardless of how I felt, I mean, look at the structure on this, man. Regardless of how you feel, it's going to always be the structure, regardless of how you feel. I mean, yes, I do agree as a bear. My bear instincts was telling me to super short this thing. But unfortunately, for bears that have been shorting this, I mean, you got support right here. You got a strong low right here. I mean, even if they broke this range, it was highly likely that bulls, passive bulls that missed this run up, had orders sitting right here. So even if you did go short, we probably would have solved that. I mean, in all cases, the bulls were going to win this. And you see right here where all the bears are getting stopped out because they're trying to short this double bottom. But that could have been a liquidity run. That could have been, but we still got all that. So we'll see. But unfortunately, this is bullish. So regardless of how high we are, the structure is super bullish. So, but I'm going to leave my stop right where it is. This is my funded account. I'm up about $700 right now. So if I get this hit, it'll probably be a $900 day, but I'm going to leave my stop where it's at. Because I think this is where the market really wants to go. The market really wants to get up here before we see a dump. The reason why I say that is because if you look at the ES chart, I think 630 is going to be that level for them. 630 on the ES, and if I look on the Nasdaq chart, you got 511, at least 511 here, at least 511. You got a high here at 550. So this is why I think 525 might be that level right here, because that was the low of day here. I mean, we do have price like dancing around it, but 511 minimum. But I think 525 might be that roadblock. I mean, it might go above it, might 525, 530-ish. We might see that, but we'll see. And then on the chart, on the we got the 23% right here around 530 as well. So that's why my focus right now is going to be that 525, 530-ish level. That's what I'm going to be looking for. I mean, if we get a break through this golden zone right here, we're definitely going to see a stop run higher for sure. There you go, stop run. That's why price action is king. Price action is king. I love seeing stop runs. I absolutely love it. Love it. Unfortunately, though, I got to trail this. Mm-hmm. I got to trail this. Actually, I got to trail this. Because I have to stay within. Actually, I'm just going to take this. I got to stay within I'll just leave it underneath this candle. I got to stay within $700 to $800. Okay, that's fine. All right, so I made my daily profit target for the day. I made that. I got to stay within $700 to $800 to stay within their stupid consistency rule. So, all right. And that was in my funded account. So I think that's my third day in that account. My third day, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, shit, if that's my fifth day, I'm taking the payout today. But I'm pretty sure that's like my third day though. Yeah, it's not even about the money, dude. Hmm. Yeah, it's my third day. That's my third day. So I got 2 more days in this account. All right, so we're in the sim. I'm gonna see. So if we can get in somewhere around here, if I see bulls start to find support here, I don't mind getting in right here because I still believe that this is the goal for the market. This right here is the goal. The objective, the market's objective is 520. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Huh. I mean, I guess we can confidently say that that trend indicator is definitely legit. You can see that they bounced it right here at that. You can see they bounced it right there. Yeah, that trend indicator is definitely legit. Look at that. I mean, if you had this is a good scalp, a good 20-point scalp right here, just right here at this indicator right here, 20 points. Hmm. I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on the CFTC data over the weekend. I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on it. Oh, Tommy, if you're in the audience right now, I did see your message towards the end of the day or when I ended the stream, and you said 260 and 240. So all these rectangles are just ranges. Every single one of these are previous ranges that I've drawn in the past and I've recognized. And this is how you know that there's algorithms here in this market that, or algorithms are the main influence on this market because these ranges go back to like the beginning of this year, literally to the beginning of this year. And these ranges has been holding true ever since. You can see that Every time price comes into these ranges, price reacts. It uses it as support. It uses it as another range. It uses it as resistance, support. So all these rectangles are just ranges. All these lines are just necklines. These necklines are where I see price using it as support. We see a break, and then they turn around and they use it as resistance. That's all these lines and these rectangles represents. You can see how they use it as support. Like they'll first use it as resistance. They break structure. They come back and they use it as support. They come back. They use it as resistance. They come back and use it as support. I mean, when I analyze the charts and I see stuff like this constantly happen. I mean, even to this day, even though I know this stuff works, because it feels too good to be true. Sometimes I'll be like, no, that's just too easy. But consistently, price just reacts at these ranges. They react at these necklines. Everything in the market is mechanical. I feel that the only thing that kind of throws it off of its game is when we have news. And that's my opinion, obviously. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, these are just ranges. I feel like if I know that a lot of people, let me see. I know a lot of people, actually, I know a lot of people do this with their ranges and they do it every day and say, okay, that's a range right there. So once price comes back into this, I want to buy. But like I said, what I've noticed is that once you project, you get a good example of this. So you guys can do it on your own charts. Once you find a good range, and then like you project it out, you see that price plays around in it. All you gotta do is find your range, and price plays around in it. And once I discovered this, and I just kept projecting it out, I just like, I don't need to draw ranges every day. All I gotta do is find a good one, project it out into the future, and watch how price just reacts to it. That's it. And this is why price action to me is the only thing that I need. I know a lot of people will call the 21, the 50, the 200 indicators. There are indicators, but I feel like they're a part of the price action. So I don't see these as indicators. I see these as a part of the price action because price, once it reaches these EMAs, it reacts. I mean, you see price 9 times out of 10 will reject off the 21, or it will use the 21 as support. I think every experienced trader know this by now. I mean, I've seen variations of the 20 and the 21 EMA. They work both just fine. It doesn't matter. The 50 EMA, everybody knows about the 200. Everybody knows to short the 200. When price is underneath the 200, people short. It's part of price action. When price gets above the 200 EMA, people long. When it gets below it, people short. People long. It's simple. It's simple. Price is not below the 200 EMA, so I mean, you can catch scalps, but people are going along this damn thing. You see separation off the 200, the 21 EMA. That's a lot of bullish strength. So when I see stuff like that, and I see a pullback, I just know when to buy. Now, obviously, when price is super high and it's trading into resistance, obviously, my bear senses start to tingle, and I want to short. And usually, when prices just keeps going up and keep going up, and it kind of deviates from price action, like I've stated before, those are just my worst days because my mind is wired for price action. I'm not trying. I am adapting to markets like these. I feel that 3 contract strategy will kind of help mitigate that because I'm not going to switch from that style of trading, but I will admit that those, like when I have days like that and I'm just trading price action and the price action doesn't work because it's fueled by news and emotions, those are my worst days. And those are my most dangerous days because those are the days I go on tilt. Hmm. All right, so I would highly recommend I would highly recommend if you're in a position right now, let the news play out, let it play out, because that consumer confidence is going to be it's not major news, but I really have a feeling that it's going to be a move once we see it. And coincidentally, they have it marked as a red star, or it's highly red. That consumer sentiment is going to be crucial, especially with FOMC coming up next week. Or is it? It's next week, right? Or is it on the 30th? Give me a second. It's either next week. I think contract rollover is next week, and I think it might be on the 30th. Let me check this real quick. Mhm. Uh, say that Tommy says he's in short. Man, Tommy, like I said, you got some you got a pair on you. Like I said, I mean yesterday, I know like it's crazy that I said that I even wrote to myself that I won't short the market anymore, and 2 seconds later I shorted the market. Being a bear is definitely a lifestyle. It definitely is a an addiction, a lifestyle and an addiction. But man, okay, so yeah, so FOMC is next week. So with FOMC next week, I've already seen reports that they're saying that Powell may not have to cut rates because of how good the CPI data was or whatever, but I don't believe the media. So it's going to be the 17th through the 18th. I feel that the media is there to either, once I see bad news on the media, I know to buy. When I see good news on the media, I know to sell. I mean, it's at this point, we all know how to play this game. And speaking of the media, kind of going back to the conversation with the debate. I mean, I know there's a lot of allegations going on. And honestly, I really wouldn't be surprised if they were true. I know everybody has seen the earring thing. I mean, at this point, we should know that something like that was going to happen if it did happen allegedly. We should have known that at that point. I mean, we've seen her speak unscripted. We've seen her without her handlers. We know what kind of person she is when she speaks publicly. Obviously, the debates, she looked really strong. And as I've stated before, that debate was not for people that was already going to vote for Trump or her. It was those undecided voters, and it was for the new generational voters because of how she came off confident, presidential, and competent, even though she didn't answer any questions. But they were also saying that she had the answers beforehand, allegedly, that she had the answers beforehand. And this is from a whistleblower within ABC News itself. So we'll see how that plays out. I mean, it shouldn't surprise anybody. It really shouldn't surprise anybody. But at this point, I mean, there's really no point in the debates anymore. Like Trump said, it's either you go out there and you vote. That's all we can do at this point. If you want 4 more years of how the current state of America is, then you know who the candidate that you should vote for. But if you kind of want to go back to the economy when it was thriving, you had money in your pocket, businesses wasn't going out of business, you wasn't being gaslit and saying that the economy is in good condition when we can go to the grocery store and see that it's not. Well, but I understand a lot of people will vote on based on how they feel about a candidate. I've seen the street interviews. Those interviews are very scary. It doesn't affect somebody like me, but it affects the people that I care about, the people that prefer to stay on welfare, prefer to stay at the lower levels of life because it's comfortable. And with them not being able to make ends meet, that's scary. So, yeah, so, but all right, so we'll see what happens. We may see an initial drop, in my opinion, but all right, I guess we got the pump. All right, there goes that pump. All right, so we got to 11C, and this is where I said that we're going to probably see a lot of volatility because that consumer confidence is going to be important. All right, so let's look at and see what it says. Let's look at what it says. Yeah, okay. Damn, Tommy. Hopefully you got that, man. Hopefully you got that. Hopefully you got that. All right, so we got to 514. So it looks like that 511. It looks, well, hold on, let me see. So it looks like that 511 area was where they wanted, but I still think they're going to 530 at least before we see like a real drop. So they rejected it here at this area, but I'm still thinking they're trying to get to at least 525 at least. They're trying to at least get to 525. We did see that drop. But yeah, but Tom, hopefully you got that, man. Hopefully you got it. You said short at 500 at break even. Okay. Hmm. That's still bullish. So we'll see. That's still bullish. Let's see what they say. The consumer confident. What they said today. Hmm. Yeah, I know, man. That's the Nasdaq for you, man. That is definitely the Nasdaq. Okay, so that's kind of okay. Let me close this out. Let me see what they do here first, and then I'll limit in. So this is why this is going to be very important. We got FOMC next week, and we're coming in better than expected. We're coming in better than expected. And we got FOMC next week. If we don't see the rate cut, we're gonna dump. I mean, if Powell's not gonna cut the rates, we're dumping because now the market expects for that to happen, and that's why we're getting this massive run up. Since the blah blah blah. So this is basically a survey, and it shows a picture of whether consumers are willing to spend money, and you can see that it came in better than expected. So with Powell, I mean, he doesn't want to be known as a person that caused inflation. It could have done something about it. If the economy is quote unquote on paper is still thriving, even in a restrictive monetary policy environment, he doesn't have to cut rates because we know that if he cuts rates, inflation is going to run rampant in the future. And my hope is that this is not going to be a conspiracy. That my hope is that if they cut rates now, no, I'll keep that to myself. Because we all know what if he cuts rates at this meeting, inflation is going to come back and it's going to be here to stay in the future. We don't feel the effects of monetary policy right away when it becomes restrictive and less restrictive. It's something that lags and it carries into the future. So the economy kind of needs where the interest rates are right now, but unfortunately, a lot of people can't survive. But you're not going to be able to survive in the future if we don't get inflation where it needs to be at. Shit, when the middle class becomes non-existent or it becomes the new poverty line, that's when you know it's bad. Hmm. All right, so we gotta run a liquidity. Okay. Oh no, that's too high. Damn it, that's too high. I'm gonna have to wait on this one. That's too high. I can't get in right there because like I said, I think that they're trying to get to at least here. So I guess here's my plan. I'll see what they do here. Once price gets into this area, I'm gonna try for the short because I think that's where they're trying to go. If I can get an entry here at the 200 in VWAP, because I would rather go long to catch this. Because if they do push it further, I don't mind being wrong if I'm making money. But I think that this is the area that the market is trying to go to. 450. And if we look at the, let me actually do this. 200. 4.5. Okay. Got the 200 EMA right here at 450. I mean, if we can get a drop here and they bounce it, then looks like they're buying it off the 200 and the 50 right now. Let's see what they're saying. Hmm. Looks like they're gonna bounce it here at this golden zone. All right. Mm, okay. So you got that range right there. We had liquidity sweep above this range and even take out this high. We had a sweep below this range, and we also got a head and shoulders pattern right here. We also got a head and shoulders pattern right here. All right, so we'll see. We'll see. I think that might have been it. That might have been it right here. Okay, so the Bears are going to definitely try to double top this right here. Definitely going to try. They're definitely going to try to sell it here. All right, so if we can get a position here, so if I can get somewhere in this golden zone or somewhere at this 200 EMA and have my stop underneath this low, that's my plan. But I mean, we're so close to this, to what I believe is the market objective for right now. We're so close to it. Mhm. I think so too. I think so too, Tom. I mean, the Bears have been getting trapped this entire week. But we will see next week. Let me look at SPY again because, I mean, if SPY ain't going down, I mean, the market ain't going down. All right, so let's look at SPY and see what SPY is doing. I mean, SPY. I mean, here on this daily chart, I mean, we are coming into resistance. I mean, the question is going to be, is price going to shoot past this? Or are we going to see the bear step in and shoot this down to at least like 48, 47-ish? Are we going to see that? That's the question. And I think we don't take these highs out because, I mean, the price action wouldn't even suggest that. But, I mean, it's been a crazy week. I mean, all the price has to do is come up, shoot past this, come back down, use it as support. That's all price would have to do. And, I mean, SPY will be making all-time highs ahead of FOMC. So, I mean, unless this is a big gotcha, counteracting people's logic. I mean, we got this big weekly candle. I mean, look at this week. That's a strong weekly candle. We took out the high from last week. So, I mean, this is looking super bullish. This could get really bullish. Let me see something real quick. Kind of want to see something real quick. Where's that fib tool at? I guess y'all guys can tell I don't use freaking I don't know where that damn thing is. Why is it so hard to find? Okay. Fib retracement. Okay. Don't know what that's all about, but okay, dude. All right, so let's get this. Dude, what? All right, man. All right, so let's get this done. Fibonacci retracement. So I guess they bounced it here at the 50%, but then they also bounced it here at the 21 EMA. So I mean, you really didn't even need the. All right, I'm gonna have to figure that one out, but I kind of wish SPY was in the Ninja Trader 8. I hate using all these damn other tools. All right. All right, so let's see what they do. See what they do here. Mm. Let's see what they do here. Mm, yeah, I think they go here though. I think that's all we get. But I'm gonna leave my position the way it is. I'm not gonna change it. All right, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, so let's see what they do here at this high. I mean, I do think that we're gonna get a breakout, obviously, but we'll see. We'll see what they do here as well. All right, so we got the 520. We'll see. We will see. We will see what they do. So, I mean, I can understand why the bears are trying to sell this. I fully understand. I fully understand why the bulls are trying to sell this. We got us what appears to be a sweep of liquidity right here. But even if this short works, what has to happen before anything else is that the 21 EMA needs to be like this. The 50 EMA needs to be like that. You got both the EMA sloping up to the upside, and you got the trend indicator sloping up to the upside as well. So what's going to need to happen for the bears to be successful? I was just about to say that you need a big nasty red candle just like that. You need a big nasty red candle just like that. You need a candle just like this, but it needs to be bigger. It needs to break below both the 21 and the 50. But in this situation, they bought it right there. And I also want to point out, let's see where they're at on the, okay. You know what? Oh man, okay. So we'll see what they do here. But they found support at this golden fib. They found support at the golden fib. And the one thing that these bots love doing is making 100% moves. They love doing that. They love making 100% moves. So we'll see what happens when price gets up here. But because they found support at this golden fib, we could be going to 630. So let's look at that. Let's look at 630. Let's look. Because this train can keep on going, I guess. Okay. Okay, so it doesn't mean that we get to 630 today, but what a coincidence. I mean, at this point, we shouldn't be surprised. The markets, these algos move these markets, so symmetry shouldn't be a surprise to anybody at this point. Just as right here at 630. So 630 is where that golden fib is at. And coincidentally, this is an area of supply right here. So we'll see if we get this. We'll see if we get this today. But I still believe that the first stop is that 520, that 525 area. We'll see if we get that. We'll see. So you're short again at 503? Like I said, Tommy, you got a pair on you, man. You definitely got a pair. This is definitely still uptrending. That's definitely still uptrending. I mean, the bears have to break this. They have to break below that trend line first. They have to break below that. Now, on Instagram, I did see one of the financial gurus saying that their whole strategy revolves around trend lines. Or guru. How do I want to say this? I'm not saying trend lines don't work, but having your whole strategy revolves around a trend line makes no sense. I mean, unless you're scalping heavy size. Unless you're scalping heavy size, by the time the trend is made, you've missed all this profit. I mean, all this potential profit is gone before a trend line is even made, before you can even confirm that there is a trend line. And then waiting for price to return back to a trend line and hope that other market participants is going to buy there with you. I think trend lines are good for scalping. If you're a scalper, trend lines should work perfectly with your strategy. If you're a long-term trader, I don't believe trend lines are the solution. My opinion. And it doesn't have to be my opinion. You see it right now. I mean, you see it. You didn't confirm this trend line until just right here. So if you didn't get into price while it was right here, I mean, all this potential profit right here is gone. That candle confirmed the trend. So if you're not a scalper, all right, so let's see. Let's see what they do. All right, we hit 525. Let's see if they. All right, so they're starting to come in here. They're starting to come in at 525. So we'll see. right. All right. That candle right there. I don't know. Let's see. All right, we'll see if it breaks the trend. And this is what I mean right here. Regardless of how you feel, these bots don't care how you feel. They just don't care how you feel. They don't care how you feel, man. If I went against my initial thesis, they came in exactly where I figured that they was going to come in at. However, we'll see. Because this may not necessarily be a reversal. It could just be a rejection. They could just be rejecting price here. So we'll see. Follow your plan. Follow your plan. That shit just came in perfectly. So 525. So what we got to like what 480? Yeah, that was a 45-point move to the downside. Clean move to the downside. It looks like it's still trying to go. And this is why I like doing stuff in the sim. What I learned from this lesson right here is I analyzed the charts. I figured they was going to come in here. And if I went against my thesis because of how I felt and I was in long right here, not going to lie, that would have hurt my feelings. Seeing this drop would have hurt my feelings, especially because I planned for it. I looked at the charts. I've said that this is probably the area where they're going to come in. And all I had to do was trust myself. And if I didn't trust it and I went against it, look at what happened. It came all the way back to VWAP. So we'll see. So we got the drop. Now we'll see if this is going to be the area where they reverse it or if we're going to keep going. Now, I'm going to tell you how I feel. I feel that this is going to be the drop. That's how I feel. I feel like this is going to be the top and we're going to probably get a drop the entire day. That's how I feel. But in order for me to be right, I know that certain things has to happen. First off, we need to break a structure. First off, the structure is still bullish. We need a break of structure for sure. And we need for, after we get a break of structure, for the bears to hold. Let's just be honest. The bears hasn't been holding shit. So, I mean, today might be that day. Who knows? Especially, let's look at SPY real quick, because SPY is going to kind of give me what I need to know. It's going to tell me what I need to know. Damn. 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 All right. I guess the market is going to tell me what I need to know. Damn. Damn. God damn. 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 All right. All right. So going back to SPY. Yeah, we're getting that drop on SPY too. We're getting that drop. This is the hourly chart, and this is the only chart you need intraday. Any other chart is kind of irrelevant intraday. The 15 and the hourly. Let me correct that. The 15 and the hourly. The hourly. God damn. Damn. Anyway. All right, so that makes me happy. I'm not gonna lie, that made me happy. All right, so we got that drop. I mean, they could come back in at 58. I mean, we've seen the bulls do it. I mean, the bears just not holding anything. They're just not holding nothing. The only time we get a drop is during news. But even though we get the drop, I mean, people are buying it as it goes down. All right, so we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Okay. All right, so from 525. So from 525, it got all the way down here to 413. Yeah, I would have got all my targets hit. All my targets would have got hit. I think I would have been 15 points away from my third target. So actually where my stop is I think it would have been where my last target is. I think my last target is, I think 130 points, I think. 648 divided by 4. Oh, it's 162. So it's 162. Actually, my third target would have been right here. This is where my third target would be at. But when it comes to that third target, I'm going to start trailing it as much as possible, because obviously that's not going to be sustainable in the funded account. I mean, I'll keep the runner on, but All right, so let's see. All right, so the bulls held this. The bulls held it. I mean, we got that drop at 525. The bulls definitely held this damn thing. I mean, unless the bulls come in here at 445 and sell it, the bulls got this again. The bulls got it if they come back in. They come back in here. Yo, congratulations on that, Tommy. Congratulations on that. You had it in at 520. Yo, congratulations. Did you catch this whole thing? Or hopefully everybody caught that 525 call out. Hopefully everybody got that. Hopefully everybody got that, man. Kind of going back to what happened yesterday. That's why I don't let days like yesterday affect me too much. Yesterday, how do I want to say this? So I was definitely fighting demons yesterday, and as I've stated before, trading is easy. It's not even the psychology. It's emotional management, because it's not psychology for real. I mean, once you get past trusting your setups, psychology means nothing. Trading psychology means nothing after you've trusted your setups, after you've trusted the patterns, and you're okay with loss. Once you're okay with loss, trading psychology no longer matters because you know that maybe 9 out of 10 trades, your strategy works, or at least 80% of the time, your strategy works. And I've already shown on stream that I had 2 losses, and 1 loss brought me back to exactly where I was at. Exactly. So I've already shown that I can lose twice with this strategy, and 1 trade brings me back. So once you get past this, is managing your emotions. And the demons that I was fighting yesterday, because my ego was kicking my ass. I was like, how the hell did the market go in a straight line and you didn't catch none of it? I kept trying to tell myself to go back in there, sit at your desk, and find a goddamn short setup. Like I was like, dude, no, I'm not getting back in the markets. I said I wasn't going to do it. I'm not doing it. But emotionally all day, I just kind of felt, I won't use the word defeated, but it made me think like, how the hell did I not catch nothing? How? Like, I mean, the market literally went in a straight line. Well, it didn't literally go in a straight line, obviously, but I mean, you got this big, massive move to the upside, and you caught none of it. None of it. And then the trade that you took yesterday was a loser. So that's what my internal, I guess my ego or whatever you want to describe that as, that internal voice was trying to goat me into getting back in here, looking for a setup, and knowing that how I trade, I was coming here looking for shorts, but I was like, no, I'm not going to. And as I said in the beginning of the stream, if I came in looking for shorts, yeah, that account would have been gone. It wouldn't have been gone, but it would have had it would have had unnecessary drawdown. So it's just emotional management at this point. And once you defeat emotional management, this is basically free money. It's basically the money is free. Yeah, I agree, Tommy. I will say that I've definitely actually I talked to Smith yesterday. Can y'all believe it? Our boy Smith even says that he's decreasing his risk. I was like, yo, that's so crazy. That's so crazy to hear from you right now. Cause I mean, obviously Smith got, he's still got all his stuff that he's going through, and he's not able to trade until towards the later of the day. And we was talking, and he said, "Yeah, I'm going to decrease my risk." And I was like, yo, where's the real Smith at? This is obviously an imposter." Like, dude, he's like, you're gonna reduce your risk? What? What? But he was like, yeah, he wants to reduce his risk and just like really work on his entries and exits and stuff like that. And I was like, yo, I'm glad to hear that, dude. But we all know that Smith, he definitely has a pair on him. He will be down 10K, and we saw it. Stone face, down 10K, come back, get the W. And Smith is so good at getting away with that. It's almost amazing how he can kind of get away with a lot of things, man. It's amazing. He'll start off good. He'll be up 10K, and then he'll lose that, and then he'll get it all back. And it's like, wow, he's not scared to over leverage. But I mean, over time, that can definitely bite you, especially when the Nasdaq is making moves like this. Okay, so all right. I mean, we got that drop at 525. Now I think the market's objective is now to go up here to 600 or to 630. I think that's the market's new objective is to get up here to 630 right here underneath this range. I'll probably put this like right here. I think that's the market's objective now, is to touch that golden zone. It completed this objective. We might see a pullback probably at the top of this range. I'll probably add if I see it. If I see them drop it, I'll probably add somewhere in this range. But the new objective now is to go fib to fib. Fib to fib. Or, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens at 5. I mean, they got to get over this 23% for sure. But if they find support above 525, we're going to 630. That is no question. 605, 630, no question. That's where we're going. Yeah, he said that he trades micros now, Tommy, which is, I was like, wow, surprised the hell out of me. I mean, I did the same thing. I was the only minis, because I mean, I guess now I'm used to the micros price, the price action on the micros now. I'm used to it. But I mean, as an example, for those that don't know the difference between the micros and the minis, and the price action is completely different. It's completely different. It's cleaner on the minis because it's low vol, or the price action is cleaner. You can see that versus this is a 1800 tick chart. You can see that the price action is definitely cleaner on the minis versus. You can see that, oh, you got these green candles in here, green candles in here. You got all red on the minis too. And that was my biggest thing from switching the minis and the micros, because the price action, it was just so much cleaner. It's so much cleaner. I can see things a lot more better. But now that I'm kind of used to the micros now, it's like, well, I guess. Yeah, I guess. But it's a lot more cleaner on the Nasdaq. And actually, let me see this real quick. January, February, March, April, September, October, November, December. Is it December 2024? Let me look at this real quick. Because, I mean, they already rolled the contract over, shit. December 2024. NQZ. So NQ 12-24. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! No! 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 Ah, damn. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I missed it. Damn it. All right, so damn. All right, so you see how high this is at 760? So we know that this contract is going to follow it. Now we're probably going up to 700. All right, so this is going up. We know that the contract follows this. Shit's already at 700. Damn. Damn it. Damn it. When did this contract open? Damn it. Damn. Yeah, I know, right? I was looking for that. When did that contract open? I'm gonna have okay. So okay, all right, man. All right, man. What the fuck, man? All right, so let me look at this. So when does new contracts, futures contracts? So I think it opened up today. It opened up today. Fuck. Damn it. Yeah, it opened up today. Hold on. It says these expire quarterly, September, blah blah blah, the third Friday of the month at 9:30 Eastern time. So yeah, it opened up today. Or it opened up on the 9th. So this opened up on the 9th. So it rolled on the 9th. So I'm gonna so 12 and so the next one expires 12/13 and it will roll on December 9th. So this shit was open this entire freaking week, I think. All right. So that shit opened up this week. Uh, Actually, I don't know. What is that? 324, 369. All right, man. All right. I mean, I'm gonna have to. So my funded futures just launched. Sim funded resets. So for $400, you can reset a 50K account. Mm, okay. So let's see if I can get this. All right, so you can now reset your accounts on My Funded Futures, and I'll do this real quick. And this is how much it's going to cost you to reset. So it's going to cost you $1,000 just to reset your funded account. I mean, I don't know how to. I don't know. I guess for me personally, I feel that if I lose an account, then I should just start over. Oh, you in short at this level, Tommy? Hmm. Hmm. Money printer go. Okay. Okay. But that's good news. Something else that I've heard that may or may not be true. I think a lot of these prop firms are going in the direction of instant funding, but with heavy rules. A lot of them are taking that route where you start off in a funded account, but you got to stay within a 20% consistency rule and stuff like that. And I think a 20% consistency rule requires at least 5 days. If I'm, excuse me, if I'm not mistaken, I think you need at least 5 days at equal. Because if you profit has a 30% and I need to trade for 4 days to reach that 40% goal with equal balances, then I think you need to at least trade for 5 or maybe even 6 days. And I think that's kind of what the new wave is going to be. Get you into funded, have a low consistency rate, get people to gamble, because I guess what these prop firms are learning is that somebody will trade good in the evals. I mean, obviously, when you get in the evals, I mean, you're going to trade at your best behavior because now you're going to go into that funded stage. But what these prop firms are seeing is that when people get into their funded accounts, they lose their fucking minds. They lose their minds. You got so much fear And we all know that fear blinds you. For whatever reason, fear blinds you for some reason. And they know that. They know this. They know it. And if they can get you into the funded side and you blow up trading on tilt, you're going to keep buying a funded account. I mean, your psychology is going to dictate it. Because we all know that everybody in the market has a type A personality where it's, I'm not giving up. I'd rather die than give up, which means that they'll keep spending money, keep spending money, keep spending money. I mean, as these prop firms get more data on trader psychology, and they're not necessarily enhancing, but being more effective with what their rules are to get the most amount of people to fail, but then have their top traders get like the 60K payouts, whatever, to kind of promote that, okay, to encourage new traders to, well, not new traders, but prop traders to keep buying because they see guys on YouTube's like, yeah, I just had a 200K payout. I'm trading 10 accounts. I just made 200K trading across them. Let's go. That right there is motivation enough to get people to keep trying. To keep trying, and especially if they're buying multiple accounts at one time. They're going to keep trying. Shit, I know I'll keep trying. I mean, I'm not going to be foolish. I have a limit. I know not to cross a certain point. I know that. But that's how these prop firms make business. I mean, they make business. That's how they make money for their business. Successful traders are bad for business, but they're good for business as well because good traders will come on YouTube and say, hey, I'm trading this prop firm. And once they see that they got the big payout, more people will go and they'll trust them. You say, why not trade for 30 or 50 days with an easy average? Are you talking about? Okay, so I guess I'm trying to really understand your question. So why not trade for 30 days or 50 days with an easy average? Well, I'm going to make the assumption that you're talking about the prop accounts. And I'm going to make the assumption that why not see this as a long-term play? Well, if me personally, if I'm in a personal account, then of course the account is there for it to be grown. With these prop accounts, the goal is always to take the payout. If you blow the account after taking the payout, I mean it's all the. I guess it wouldn't make sense to grow a prop account and have all that money sitting in your account, and all it takes is one bad day, and all of it could be gone. I don't know if you're familiar with the story that Apex put out. They stated that they had an account that had over $1.2 million in it. And it obviously had to have been a trading bot because there's nobody in the world that will sit here and have 1.2 million sitting in an account that they can withdraw from and not take it. That bot kept dollar cost averaging into positions on a day where it just kept going down. And I think it was like on April 18th. April 18th. I mean, scratch that. Let's just say that bot kept dollar cost averaging as the market kept going up. Now, obviously, these are single days, but like on a day like August 13th, where the market just kept going up and the bot kept dollar cost averaging, that account, according to Apex, went from 1.2 million down to 200K. That bot lost that trader 800K. 800K. Now, 200K is not nothing to laugh at. That's life-changing money for some people. But when you had 1.2 million in the account and you could have withdrawn and you didn't take anything out, yeah, nah. Nah, you can't. There's not amount. There is no amount of revenge trading that can ever get you that money back in your mind. That is just a big loss. And there is just no amount of revenge trading that can actually kind of subside that feeling within yourself. With these prop firms, is take your money when you have it. Because even if you lose the account, you can always use the money from your payout to get a new one. And you can just keep repeating the process over and over and over again. Now, if you want to trade your own money, then yeah, that makes more sense. When it's your money, you can hold positions overnight, you can swing it overnight, you can shoot for small targets over a long period of time. Yeah, that makes sense, but not with these prop accounts. You see a payout, you take the payout. In my opinion, I feel like there's no need to have an account with 10K in it. It really is no point. It really isn't. And I've watched Top Step TV. They've had traders where they had 100K in the account and they've blown it because we all know that once you start off with a good day, especially with those big accounts, I forgot his name. I think his name is Peter. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Uh, they featured a trader on the shoulder tap where he had a big account. He was up 15 or 30K that day, and then the market reversed, and he kept averaging in, averaging in, averaging in, and his account dropped significantly because let's just be honest, when you're up 15K and you lose all that, you're revenge trading. You're revenge trading. It takes a very strong person to lose 30 to 15K and say, you know what, let me close the charts. I'm done for the day. That does not happen. It does not happen at all. I see what you're saying, Tommy. I see it, but as I stated before, I don't trust bears no more. I don't trust bears. I don't trust bearish price action anymore. And again, we got this trend line going up. We got the 200 and the VWAP right here. And we got this. I mean, the bears would have to do a lot to be successful here. They would have to do a lot. And I just don't trust it anymore. I just don't trust it anymore, Tommy. I mean, the Bulls got this market. The Bulls got it. And then you got to remember that this contract is going to want to try to catch up to this one. You got to remember that. Contract rollover is a bullish event because they're not going to let this contract close underneath this one. We got to remember how the game is played. We got to remember this. Either this contract has to come down significantly or this contract is going to have to catch up. I think it's going to want to try to catch up to this. And this contract, I mean, I don't think it's going down anytime soon. So it's not like I don't see it. I just don't trust it. I just don't trust it. Because we saw that yesterday. We saw it yesterday. We saw that big move down, head, shoulder. They came in at the shoulder, but look at that. They got popped. They came at support. And then from here, we got this nasty move up. So I don't trust it anymore, Tommy. I just don't. And it's highly likely that we're going to 630 now. It's highly likely that's where the market wants to go. That's the next stop. Especially if it can get over this 23%. Yeah, and this contract, it don't seem like it's about to stop no time soon. It don't seem like it's going to stop anytime soon. So this is probably looking like it's trying to go up to 800, and that is going to try to catch up. And this is the December contract right here. Yeah, so we'll see. And SPY don't look like it's about to flip either, man. So I mean, yeah, like I said, I mean I see it, but I don't trust it. SPY don't look like it's about to flip at all. And this is the hourly chart. You said this afternoon can we trade it? I don't know what you're referring to about that, Tommy. But congratulations on that, Tommy. And yeah, we'll see you Monday. We'll see you Monday. Okay. But all right, guys. I'm done for this week. I made my daily maximum profit in my funded account. That's what matters. I'll come back with my I'll come back if I can get a position overnight with my U Profit account. You can see that right now my U Profit account, I'm up $1,400. I'm about $600 away from passing the account. So if I can get me in a position overnight, if I see something good, I would definitely try to get into it. But with all this bullishness, right here, I don't know. I mean, unless we get like a significant drop, obviously I'm not going to be long in the top over the weekend and then come back to and get my feelings hurt because of drop. I mean, I'm not doing that for sure. But if I can get something over the weekend, I definitely will. For those that don't know, this is the U Profit Zero account. It's a great account. This is actually what kind of inspired this new style of trading from me, honestly. It really inspired this new style of trading to where I start off with 3 micro contracts and just go for bigger targets and just swing. If all my targets get hit, I think that's about what, $900, $900 to $600, I think. Because I think these two would be like $480, and then this runner target would be like maybe $200 to $300, so it'd be like $600 or $700. So with only a 50 points of risk, and we all know that the Nasdaq can move 100 and something points. So that's not necessarily hard for the Nasdaq to do. So. Yeah. So, but all right, guys, enjoy your weekend. Stay safe out there. Stay safe out here in these bull streets if you're a bear, because like I said, we could see a drop here. We could. But if you remember that phrase, if it ain't going down, that means it's about to go up. So just be mindful. Just be mindful that the price action is bullish right now. What needs to happen is we need to break a structure underneath this low. We need to break a structure at 487 to confirm. They need to break. They need to come back in at this golden zone, and they need to push it. They need to push it. And these bull streets, us bears, we need confirmation. We just need the confirmation. If we don't get the confirmation, unfortunately, our buy stops becomes a liquidity donation to the market. So just be mindful. With that said, peace out.